Hello, my name is Shirley Vargas. I'm the School Transformation Officer at the Nebraska Department of Education. And I'm here today to talk to you about our multilingual learner partnership process. The first step in this process is identifying partners. When we embarked upon this work, it was important to start where the need is by looking at various sources of data, and that data pointed to schools identified in the ESU3 region. And instead of going directly to schools, how we might have done in the past, we wanted to make sure that we leverage the partnerships that the ESU already has with its member districts to ensure that we are bringing all the necessary partners to the table. And what we also did was we wanted to ensure that we established the appropriate partner roles and responsibilities by acknowledging what each partner brings to the table. For example, our Regional 11 Comp Center staff brings their expertise in evidence-based practices. NDE brings various data sources and rules and regulations. ESU3 brings staff development support. And of course, our schools and districts bring their assets and needs. We also want to make sure that there are working agreements and commitments that are codified in some working agreements to ensure that everyone understands the dedication and support that is necessary to ensure the success of this work.
My name is Susan Shebby, and I am the co-director of the Region 11 Comprehensive Center. After gaining commitment from the partners, our next step was to gain clarity by building a shared understanding of the existing situation. We used the ISIL by Riot framework to guide this exploration. ISIL stands for Instruction, Curriculum, Environment, and Learner. We use this framework because it reflects the important role that teacher instructional strategies, learning materials, and environmental influences have on learners' academic performance. It also encourages the use of multiple data sources, artifacts, interviews, and observations, in addition to test scores. The ISIL by Riot also complements Victoria Bernhardt's multiple lenses approach to data exploration, which many schools in Nebraska are familiar with. School teams ultimately decided which data to collect and examine, and used what they learned from this process to create their logic models.
I'm Dom Fedeta with Educational Service Unit 3. The next step in our process of professional learning is to engage in learning from our data. Our data uncovered some gaps in our Tier 1 instruction. So the learning team, along with our school leadership team and the district leadership team, worked together to investigate best practices for multilingual learners. This included looking at evidence-based practices and our English language proficiency standards. In that, they developed what would be necessary to address the gaps in our data and move our project forward.
Hi, I'm Sue Felsted, the English Learner Coordinator for Bellevue Public Schools. We participated in the Multilingual Learner Partnership process, and this initiative provided us with a professional learning partnership between the school, the district, ESU, and Region 11, which focused on high leverage practices to all teachers of multilingual learners. I would strongly recommend school districts participating in this program to improve teaching and learning for all students, but especially your multilingual learners. This process demonstrated changes that needed to happen. And while focusing on improving instruction, a collaborative approach to professional learning, it can lead to improved teaching practice and student learning. When we worked together, we developed a logic model and action plans to help the instructional leaders to understand the process and to have a focus. As a team, we determined the why, the participants, input of what resources were needed to succeed, and the action steps that needed to be taken to accomplish this in order for them to reach the outcomes. And we knew in order to impact student achievement, you need to develop goals to focus on using your data and support for the instructional leaders.
My name is Jessica Weber, and I am the instructional coach at Birchcrest Elementary. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about our story and the implementation of how this project kind of helped transform the learning that's happening at our school. So imagine stepping into a building where every floor echoes with the sound of progress and growth. This project has helped to transform Birchcrest, really igniting kind of a ripple effect of positive change for all learners. We started out by looking through the lens of an English learner and then built awareness among our staff. And through collaborative efforts and focused PLC meetings, we integrated data into our discussions, and we leveraged our specialists' expertise to enhance classroom instruction. We knew that we needed to improve our core ELA, which led us to a school-wide book study. We chose the book titled Teaching Reading, a playbook for developing readers through word recognition and language comprehension by Fisher and Fry. In addition to that, with strategic planning and professional learning opportunities facilitated by our very own MLL team here at Birchcrest, our staff really blossomed and our students began to really flourish. And we couldn't have done all of this without the support from NDE, Region 11, ESU 3. And as we continue our journey, we really just feel empowered. There's a sense of excitement and a level of determination in our building like never before. And Birchcrest isn't just a school, it's a beacon of transformation and possibility.